What's going on, guys? I'm here for part two of the NFL rankings, power rankings this week. And I stopped with the Bears because my wife gave me a call, okay? So far we went through 3, 6, 10, 14, 17 teams. So a little over half. So we got almost half that many to go, okay? Um, and I'm gonna wait for my buddy Bob now because Bob he came on here and he even said he thought the Bears were 25th. So I'm gonna wait and give him a second here, a couple of seconds to come back if they'd like to before we rank them. But want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas a couple of weeks ahead of time. It's getting cooler out, that's for sure. It's getting chillier. It's 50 degrees here, but still, it's got that look of being just really really chilly out. All right, we've waited. I've been here a minute and a half, so let's go ahead and let's continue on with the power rankings. We're just over halfway through. Let's finish the other half, okay? Chicago Bears. Like I was saying, their offensive line is maybe the best point for them. They don't have a lot of receivers. Running attack is decent, especially when Fields is able to run, but he's been getting hit so much. You cannot afford to keep doing that. You just cannot afford to do that. The defense has some holes in it. Coaching, I think, has some big holes in it. They got to hope that they can get themselves a nice draft pick behind, a couple of good offensive linemen, and I think they have a chance. Thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. My wife called, and she was checking on me, and I talked to her for 5 minutes. So thank you for coming back. Chicago Bears, I have them ranked, let's see, number 30 on my list. I just don't think I think the Bears are a train wreck right now. I really do. I think they've got a lot of getting better before they even get decent. They're not even a decent team yet. The Las Vegas Raiders. The Raiders. What do we say good about them right now? Well, yesterday, did they win? They did win yesterday, right? Did they win yesterday? Or did they lay another egg? Oh, that's right. They lost Thursday night, 17-16 to the Rams. To the Rams. They got the Patriots this week, and they're actually favored to beat the Patriots by a half point at home. I don't know. I'll tell you what, this team, I don't think it's nearly a playoff team. And I think they're pretty much a dumpster fire. I really do. I got them 29th right now. I just don't think they're a very good team. I really don't. Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers. This is one I have to kind of accept my medicine on right here. Justin Herbert. I'm not big on Herbert, but I like Herbert. Okay? It's two totally different things. For me not to like him and think they suck. I just think he's not a very good quarterback, but I like him. I root for the kid. And they've been playing better. You just don't know what you're getting with them a lot of times. Are they a playoff team? If they are, they just barely are. And I don't know if I could see them beating a 1, 2, or a 3. I don't think so. I think it would be a tough chore. I got them 15th in my power rankings this week. The LA Chargers. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Team is improving a little bit. They're starting to show some offensive, not firepower, but at least some spunk. At least, we're not going to lay down and let people beat the shit out of us anymore, crap out of us, whatever. They're just not going to do it. Their defense is good at times, and other times they look like garbage. I got them ranked 25th right now, but I've had them ranked a lot lower. I think they're capable of maybe even breaking the top 20 if they keep winning. Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers. I must admit, I watched them play yesterday. And against the Seahawks, they absolutely dominated on the ground. They ran the ball, and when they stopped running it, then they ran a little bit more. Sam Darnold, game managing. And I don't fault him for that. That's his job. Just like Geno Smith's job is to game manage, but he was having to come from behind, and that's very, very difficult when you have to do that. Sam Darnold did what he had to do, kept the ball away from the other team. They're not a playoff team yet, I don't think, but if they're able to beat the Buccaneers in a couple of weeks and start getting a couple of wins, they could be better than 500, and they could be a team that you don't want to play in the playoffs. A team with a running game and can stop the run. That's, if you're going to make a team up, that's the first two components, I think, of making a good team and making them eventually great. I got the Panthers right now. I got them sitting at 20th, number 20. And I think they're moving up slowly, but I think they're moving up. Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders had the week off. Their last game, they were in the Meadowlands and tied with the Giants. And this week, they're going to be playing them Sunday night. And they're favored by a few points this week because the Giants took a beating yesterday, an absolute mauling. This team right here has a chance to go to the playoffs. And if they make the playoffs, they can go as far as Heineken can take them. They can run the football some. They're able to throw the football some, and their defense is able to get to the quarterback. They beat the best team in the league in Philadelphia. I don't know what else you got to do. They beaten some teams that are in front of them. But that lowly tie with the Giants last week puts me down a little bit on them, but still, they're a playoff team. They're a playoff team, and I think they can cause a little bit of havoc if they go to the playoffs. I don't think a lot of teams want to play them. I got them as number 8, maybe a little high, but I got them as number 8. New York Giants. We just finished talking about your Giants. Talking about how you took a beating yesterday. Yeah. Wow. You just let's see what their score was, and then I know the injury reports. I've seen the injury reports, and that was not good either. 48-22 to the Eagles, and that was at home. You can't afford to lay that kind of egg, lose by 26. I know the Eagles are good. There's no doubt about it. But this team is playing down to its level of its competition and up. But they're not raised to the competition's level when they're playing a good team. This team is not a very good team right now. I don't see, if they go to the playoffs, they're going to be one and done. I think that's obvious. 14th. That's as good as I can give the Giants right now. No, it's 14th. That may be a little high. Colts, Indianapolis Colts. Matt Ryan, Jeff Saturday, Jim Irsay. I think they're all reading different books, and nobody really knows what they're doing right now. This is a team that really, really, really confuses me because as soon as you think they get their act together, they go a week or two and they look like trash. This is not a good team. Jeff Saturday has done what he could with them, but I don't care who coaches them. They're not a Super Bowl team. They're not even a playoff team. Colts, 26th on my list. New York Jets. New York Jets. That's another interesting team. Wow. I think a few weeks ago the Jets probably would have broken to the top 10. Right now they're not. Mike White having to step in for the kid um, is not a good thing. Your starting quarterback has to start showing some prowess and start showing that he can lead a team and not run his mouth all the time. And Zach Wilson, until he does that, they're in trouble, I think. Are they a playoff team? They probably are a playoff team, but they're not going far with the unit they got going on right now. If Zach Wilson can straighten up before the end of the year, who knows? They could win a playoff game even. I got the Jets sitting at 13 right now. Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions. Wow. This is a team out of the ashes, and they are legit right now in the playoff hunt. I've been down on golf. I really have. I've been like, they're nothing. They're nothing. They're nothing. And they've slowly won 4 out of 5. And actually, they've won 5 out of 6 now. That's right. They've won 5 out of 6. This is a team that can go somewhere if they beat the Vikings. They beat the Vikings. It can make up some more ground on the Vikings. They've got a legit chance of winning the division. But I think it's more apt that they're going to be a wild card team, and they're going to have to play one of the other division champions, a.k.a. Philadelphia, a.k.a. San Francisco, or even a.k.a. Tampa, maybe. And I'm not sure how they match up against them, but I think the Lions are, no doubt, I know they're a better team than they were 5 weeks ago. And they're ranked a lot higher. I got them 16th. You won't believe that, but I got the Lions ranked 16th. Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens. Very interesting team because you would think they would be like top 5 defensively across the board. And they're really not. They're really not. They're winning a lot of their games with smoke and mirrors and keeping the ball. They're not turning the ball over very much. And that's been due to the fact that Lamar Jackson's been running the football so much. They got to develop a passing game if they're going to go anywhere. Are they a playoff team? They are legit playoff team, easily. But with Lamar Jackson hurt right now, we don't know exactly how long they're going to have to go with the third string, Hundley. Now we'll see what happens. But right now, I got the Ravens sitting at 10 and kind of shaking and scattering right now. We don't know exactly where the Ravens are going to be 5 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now even. New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints. Name their coach. I can't because I don't know his name. But it really doesn't matter. What worries anybody is their 3-headed monster at quarterback. And none of them are good. I'm sorry. The best one they got is Andy Dalton. Their defense is okay, but they've laid an egg the last few weeks too. They're just not a very good team right now. Their kicking game has let them down a few times. They've had some big returns on kickoffs and punts. 28. That's the best I can give the Saints right now. 28. LA Rams. The Los Angeles Rams. How the mighty have fallen. This is a team last year had everything just tight, buttoned up, ready to roll for the playoffs. And, they showed every team out there that they were just that little bit better. This year, they're just not very good. They don't have Cooper Kupp. They don't have their quarterback, Matt Stafford. I just think this team is really, really in a spin cycle. 27th for the Rams. San Francisco 49ers. Very interesting team to talk about right now because Jimmy Garoppolo is gone. And now they're down toward the fourth quarterback. And Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, goes out and plays well. They have a great defense. Their running game is better than average. But Deebo Samuel is probably out for a few weeks. That's going to hurt them. I got them ranked as number 2 right now. But I got a feeling they could drop a little bit in the next couple of weeks. We'll see. One left. If I haven't called your team out, here they are. Green Bay Packers. What do we say about them right now? Aaron Rodgers is not enough to carry a team at age 40. He just is not. Their offensive line is decent, but not great. Their running attack is decent, but not great. And their passing attack is less than decent. And then their defense stays on the field for 40 minutes a game, and they're not very good when you have to do that. This is not a playoff team, in my opinion. I just don't think they are that good. I think they're right on the precipice of being a playoff team, but they got too many needs. They got at least 5, 6 starting players that they need out of 22, and they just don't have it. And 2 of them would be wide receiver. This team is number 19 on my rankings. So my top 5 are the Eagles, 49ers, Chiefs, Vikings, and Cowboys. And my bottom 5 are the Saints, Raiders, Bears, Broncos, and Texans. So you may not agree with me, but that's the way I went with the rankings this week. I hope you all have a great, great week. God bless and Merry Christmas. And once again, I apologize that we had to do this in 2 parts. Have a good one and bye-bye.